What is going on, chat, man? We are back, and today we are reacting to should LeBron really be in the GOAT debate? This was highly anticipated and highly recommended. As you guys know, I'm probably one of the biggest LeBron James fans of all time. But, I recently did admit that, Jordan is the GOAT of basketball and, NBA as a whole. And they're not even close, to be honest. With my Michael Jordan jersey, if you guys, want to check that out also, I learned that, hey, no one can actually top Jordan. I'll be completely honest. But with that being said, hey, I don't know if he shouldn't be in the GOAT debate or like be around the GOAT debate. But hey, we're gonna find out today. But if you guys are new to my channel, you like classic NBA content, man, hit the subscribe button and join the crew. But with that being said, let's go.
LeBron James is one of the most statistically accomplished athletes in the history of professional basketball.
Okay.
With a career spanning 2 decades that has seen him.
I'm glad that he is not like a little bit of a hater, because people usually say like, "Hey, he's not that good," he's not that all that. I'm glad he's complimenting LeBron.
Dominate in nearly every statistical category. From his scoring prowess and passing acumen to his rebounding and defensive versatility, LeBron's numbers make an indisputable case for him as one of the greatest players of all time. Yet, when using statistics alone to crown him the greatest of all time, those same numbers can be misleading without broader context. GOAT debates are inherently subjective.
Wait, can they be misleading off of stats? Is LeBron's stats better than Jordan's stats all time? I know it's not, but LeBron played many more years than Jordan. So if we're looking at individual stats and points, we know the averages are way different. Jordan's better, but is this similar?
Obviously, shaped not only by numbers but by the intangibles, historical impact, cultural resonance, and the eras in which players competed.
Yeah.
Here, we'll explore why LeBron's stats, while undeniably remarkable, require closer examination and why they don't necessarily put him in the GOAT debate.
Okay.
But first, if you enjoy NBA breakdowns and analysis, please subscribe to the channel. We are working for that 2,000 sub mark and can't do it without you guys. Also, check out the GOATcast podcast, streaming live every week with guests and some wild takes. Thank you, and now let's get into this.
Okay, I'm excited for this, man.
One of LeBron's most celebrated achievements is his unmatched longevity. At 30 years old, as of right now, LeBron remains a high-impact player in the NBA, contributing heavily to his teams, at least on one end of the floor.
I'm not gonna lie though, like longevity-wise, I feel like that's the only thing that LeBron does beat Jordan in, like longevity. Like I feel like if Jordan wanted to play till now, he really could, but he would be really injured probably. Like I don't think his body's like more developed like LeBron. No, pause though, pause. Like I feel like LeBron's endurance, whatever you want to call it, he can last longer. That's probably why he's playing till 40, you know?
His ability to sustain elite production over 21 seasons has allowed him to break records for total career points, climb to the top of all-time assists and rebounds lists, and solidify his place in the stats record books. However, longevity inherently inflates cumulative statistics. While it's a testament to LeBron's durability and commitment, career totals are not necessarily reflective of peak dominance.
Yup.
Players like Michael Jordan or Wilt Chamberlain, who retired with fewer seasons under their belts, displayed higher statistical peaks within shorter time spans. For example,
yeah, like that's why Jordan's career is just unstoppable, bro. I'll be completely honest. Like this guy did so much in just 15 seasons.
Jordan led the league in scoring 10 times compared to LeBron's one scoring title. Chamberlain averaged over 30 points and 22 rebounds per game across his career, which dwarfs LeBron's per-game averages in both categories. LeBron's statistical achievements are, in part, a product of his longevity. This is not a negative in itself, but raises the question of whether sheer totals, rather than peak dominance, should weigh more in GOAT conversations. LeBron James has played in an era of unprecedented offensive explosion and statistical inflation, driven by rule changes the advent of advanced
Yeah.
analytics and stylistic shifts in the game. Modern basketball
My thoughts on like the NBA right now, it's so much like the lack of defense and there's just so much three pointers, man. Like it's really boring if you ask me.
emphasizes pace, three-point shooting, and player-friendly rules that have facilitated offensive growth. Comparatively, in the 1980s and 1990s, defenders could hand-check, and physicality was more tolerated.
Yeah.
Players like Jordan and Magic Johnson excelled despite more stringent defensive environments. LeBron's era also introduced rule changes that penalized aggressive defenses, such as freedom of movement rules, leading to higher scoring games and greater opportunities for statistical.
Like you got players scoring 70 in like that one season. Like 3 players scored 70 points: Donovan Mitchell, Joel Embiid, and Luka Doncic. Like it's too easy now.
Accumulation. The league's average pace, possessions per game, is significantly higher now than in past eras, creating more opportunities for points, assists, and rebounds. For example, Wilt Chamberlain and Oscar Robertson played in the high-paced 1960s, and their inflated stats are often scrutinized as a product of their era. By the same logic, LeBron's stats must also be contextualized within a modern era that favors offensive production. While LeBron's raw statistics are undeniably impressive, efficiency is another crucial metric in evaluating greatness. LeBron boasts impressive shooting percentages throughout his career, particularly around the rim, where his combination of size, speed, and skill make him nearly unstoppable. However, efficiency can vary significantly depending on the context. One glaring inefficiency in LeBron's game is his free throw shooting, where he has a career percentage of around.
Yeah, his free throw is really bad. I'll be completely honest. Like his free throws are it's cooked on that, man.
73% compared to other all-time greats like Michael Jordan, 83%, or Kobe Bryant, 84%. This is a noticeable flaw, especially for a player often tasked with closing games. While LeBron has improved his three-point shot, he remains streaky from long range. His career three-point percentage hovers around league average, 34 to 35%, lagging behind sharpshooters like Stephen Curry or even Jordan in specific seasons.
Wow. You're telling me Jordan was a better three-point shooter in specific seasons? I mean, he probably took less though, but that isn't there's no excuse for that though, like genuinely. How? Like Jordan's resources were so little to none compared to you, LeBron? You got to be better than that. All the resources, man. Stephen Curry
Efficiency
era.
also extends to decision-making in clutch moments, where critics argue that LeBron sometimes defers too much, opting to pass rather than take the game-winning shot. While this unselfishness reflects his basketball IQ, detractors argue that it can dampen his case as the GOAT, as the title is often associated with players who embrace and thrive in pressure-packed situations.
I've never seen that before, pass it up on a game winner. You are the big guy in that moment. You should take that shot. It doesn't make sense not to.
One of the most debated aspects of LeBron's career is his clutch performance. While he has delivered iconic playoff performances such as his Game 6 masterpiece against Boston in 2012 and the 2016 Finals Game 7 block on Andre Iguodala, critics contend that he lacks the consistency in clutch moments displayed by other GOAT candidates. LeBron has missed game-winning shots in the playoffs or deferred to teammates in key moments, fueling a narrative that he doesn't have the killer instinct of Jordan or Kobe. For instance,
what was that shot selection, bro? Like that does not make sense. From the Staples logo for game, you could have gotten a nice shot, like a nice pass in the corner.
Jordan's 6 NBA Finals MVP awards and perfect 6-0 Finals record are often cited as the gold standard of clutch dominance. LeBron's Finals record, 4-6, raises questions about his ability to deliver on the biggest stage. While reaching 10 finals is impressive, the argument often revolves around whether winning fewer championships diminishes his case. Statistically, LeBron's clutch performance, defined as the last 5 minutes of a game within 5 points, is strong. But GOAT moments are often about narrative and perception. Moments like Jordan's flu game or his iconic game-winning shot against the Utah Jazz in 1998 carry an emotional resonance that transcends numbers.
Yeah.
Championships are one of the most heavily weighted criteria in GOAT
There's no championship debate. I'll be completely honest. Jordan completely swipes that.
Discussions, especially
It's
for
4-6 though.
And this is an area where LeBron's numbers can be misleading. His finals appearances, 10, are remarkable, but his record, 4-6, invites scrutiny when compared to other greats. Jordan's 6-0 finals record with 6 finals MVPs is often cited as the benchmark of championship success.
Wow.
I know that's not the most. Bill Russell's 11 championships in 13 seasons remain unparalleled, though critics argue they came in a smaller, less competitive league. Say what you want. LeBron's finals losses are sometimes attributed to weaker supporting casts. Of course, 2007 against the Spurs, 2015 without Kyrie and Kevin Love. But he has also faced criticism for underperforming in certain series. We all know which one. While his 4 championships
I don't know how you get clamped by JJ Barrera and Jason Terry. How? They're both shorts.
Testament to his greatness, the losses complicate the narrative, especially when GOAT debates often focus on winning at the highest level. And that should always be your number one criteria in this type of debate. In his prime, LeBron James, one of the most versatile defenders in NBA history, capable of guarding all 5 positions. And when I say capable, I do not mean that he was a lockdown defender at each position. With his size and lateral movement, in reality, he could guard most positions or all positions. Could he guard them well? That's a whole different discussion, and we'll make that at some point down the line. However, as his career has progressed, his defensive impact has definitely waned.
Yeah, I don't know why his defense is so bad right now. Genuinely, I understand you're old, but why? Don't play then.
Advanced metrics like defensive box plus minus show a decline in LeBron's defensive contributions in recent years, where it seems like he conserves energy just to play offense. Compared to players like Jordan, who won a Defensive Player of the Year and was consistently a lockdown defender, or Kobe, who made 12 all-defensive teams, LeBron's defensive resume
Kobe made 12 all-defensive teams. What?
is slightly less impressive, as we've covered on this channel. Two-way dominance is a critical factor in GOAT debates. And while LeBron's defensive decline is understandable given his age and workload, it complicates his case as the greatest all-around player. And I know there are people out there saying, oh, well, what about Wizards Jordan?
Oh.
Case closed.
What?
Closed. Ultimately, the GOAT debate is inherently subjective, shaped by personal biases, generational preferences, and the criteria individuals prioritize. LeBron's stats are undeniably remarkable, but they represent only one piece of the puzzle. When contextualized within the broader framework of basketball history, other factors, such as dominance, intangibles, and cultural impact, complicate the narrative. But let's stick with dominance before we get out of here. Shouldn't the GOAT or greatest player have accumulated a solid block of dominance through their peak years?
Yeah.
I mean, Bill Russell had the 60s. Wilt and Kareem, I guess, had the 70s, and this might be why both Wilt and Kareem take a hit on their GOAT status due to never really dominating a decade as far as winning.
Wow.
But this is a conversation for another time. Bird and Magic obviously dominated the 80s. Jordan had the 90s. Duncan and Kobe had the 2000s. And LeBron had the 2010s. Or did he?
I feel like it was more like LeBron and Steph Curry. It wasn't just a LeBron-based era. I'll be completely honest. You can even say it was a Curry era too, if you want to argue about that.
Since the GOAT debate always filters down to Michael Jordan and LeBron James, really and truthfully, how dominant were they once they reached the pinnacle, which is the NBA Finals? Michael Jordan through the 90s won 6 championships, as we know, and lost none. During that 10-year span, 4 teams won championships. Of course, the Bulls, the Pistons, the Rockets, and the Spurs. So during Mike's peak run, 3 other teams ate on his watch. But Mike didn't play 94 or 99 due to retirement. And if you say he
Okay.
quit, please see yourself out of this video. I won't give Mike a pass for not playing a whole season in 95, so in reality, 2 teams ate on Mike's watch. Yeah, 2. So Isaiah Thomas and Hakeem Olajuwon was
That's kind of crazy how he only let 2 teams really win when this guy was in a whole decade worth, which is actually crazy to me, chat. Genuinely shows the dominance of this one individual.
able to hug that trophy while Jordan went home empty-handed. That's a pretty dominant decade. Great run, but the outcome was inevitable at that time. Now for LeBron, I won't penalize him for
I'll be honest, this record does not look good. 4-6.
2007. So 2010s, when LeBron started his championship run, saw 6 different champions. So 5 teams ate during LeBron's watch. The Los Angeles Lakers, Dallas Mavericks, San Antonio Spurs, Golden State Warriors, and Toronto Raptors.
Oof.
Kobe Bryant, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, and Kawhi Leonard all had some good eating during LeBron's peak.
Yeah.
Which means the old guard were able to take one home and the new guard was able to start their legacies, all while LeBron watched empty-handed. So you can spin it and talk about how one went to 8 straight
That is actually insane if you actually put it like that. I didn't even think about that.
NBA Finals. Impressive, but only took 3 trophies home throughout a 10-year span. Or you can say how another guy won 6, three-peating twice while winning them in a 10-year span. For 2 of those years, he didn't even play. I think we can see how numbers can skew the reality of history when it comes to these greats.
I've never seen a GOAT debate compared like this. This is actually like a very good explanation to, the GOAT debate.
James's stats are a testament to his extraordinary talent, longevity, and versatility. However, numbers alone cannot fully capture what makes a player the GOAT.
Yeah.
Factors such as peak dominance, era-specific challenges, efficiency, clutch performance, championships, and cultural impact all play a role in shaping the debate. While LeBron has a case, his numbers must be analyzed in context, and they alone cannot, let me repeat that, they alone cannot definitively put him in the GOAT debate. Because as we know, that debate has been over for over 20 years. But that's just me.
Over 20 years? What? This guy's confident.
I'm sure some will come with pitchforks. Nowhere in here do I say LeBron James is a bad player. Nowhere in here do I say he isn't one of the greats. However, I do point out that just throwing out numbers doesn't and can't tell the full story.
Facts.
And to be honest, I'm tired of this debate. I actually have a video coming soon on why I'm starting to realize how silly this whole GOAT debate really is. How it is the equivalent of running around in circles.
Okay.
Either way, what do you think? Do numbers and certain aspects need more context to truly tell the story of who these guys are?
Chat, let's discuss this. I've honestly never seen a GOAT debate turn into this type of format, and I didn't know that LeBron's record going to the finals was 4-6. I'll be honest, that was an actually insane record. I'll be completely honest on that. But I appreciate you guys for for recommending me this video and recommend me some more stuff to react to. But with that being said, this is the end of the video, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, man, and I'll catch y'all next time. Yes, sir.